So this is going to be a left to do video on the 7911 Targa with the 78 3-liter in it, which is raunchy. So we're kind of at the, okay, where to start? The AC is kind of mocked up. The lines come out the top here. That's going to be a real problem. And the 78, the lines on this upgrade, they come out the side. But here we have an interference issue. You'll see that. So, and then here we're going to have to move the compressor back. Move the compressor back because our alignment on the belt is not entirely true. It needs to go back just about maybe an 1/8 of an inch or so. I want it to be just right, perfect, no problems. So what I've come up with, I believe, is I'm going to be able to clock this guy this way and have the lines come out here and have my suction side come out and go around. And let me get my light on here. So the suction side has got to come out here, go this way, in here, come on with me. It's gonna go down this hole. Right here you can see inside there is the what's left of the hose. This whole car burned. All of this is new metal, and you can see in the old videos. All right, so follow me. The line goes in there, through here, around that, under the rocker panel, through here, right there, comes out in the bottom of the wheel well, right, through the P-clamp, in here, into the trunk. So let's, oh, my hand's stuck. There you go. All right, then we come out of the trunk, right there, these covers, to the evaporator. Got the blower motor working. We will do some kind of an upgrade on this blower to maybe a plastic fan with a brushless motor. But for now, we're going to get it like it is because the upgrade is only open in the trunk and pull it out, put a new one. Got to do the new expansion valve, and then the AC line. Same thing here. The discharge line, or the high pressure line, comes out here through the wheel well, through the rocker, up in here, and it will go to, it'll come out of the accumulator, goes right here, and this clamp will be the accumulator, will go here, and then out of here it's going to go to the condenser. So let's talk about the condenser. I have a 1978 condenser, but I'm going to look for a parallel flow. This is called a tube and fin. You can see it has fins, and then the tubes run in it. It just starts here and just does this all the way across. Tube and fins work good. Parallel flows better, which means it has a bank here, and then it parallel flows across. Usually it has 2 banks on this. I imagine a parallel flow would have 2 banks where it goes this way and then comes back across. But I'm going to have to figure out how it mounts. This is the original hood. Wow, look at that paint job. That is nuts. So this is the original hood, and it was warped beyond recognition. I'm really pleased that we saved it. What else? I want to stay on topic here. We're talking about the AC. I do have the 78 kit came with these hoses and all that, which I won't be able to use. Maybe this one. Maybe this will use here. But you can see how I'm going to have room right here to have the discharge line come out here and then go across the engine and over to the condenser. All right, let's talk about wiring while we're back here. So here we have the updated fuse box. With the tack adapter, our relays, And then I actually made a wiring diagram for this. This is all new wiring. We have 77 wires back here, all melted and gone. So this whole thing was all updated and all new wires, as close as I can to match the colors. So this loom is going to be our body loom, our body bundle, I guess you'd call it. And then we have them all labeled here. Ground, driver's side, tail lamp. So the ground for the driver's side tail lamp. Now the tail lamps are all connected. I have duplicate wires here for instance the tail lights, because this is going to be the actual loom that goes for the license plate lights, which go right there, and we have them. So we have new license plate lights, and those guys are going to slide up in there, and they bolt from the inside. Sorry, my autofocus is going after it. Let's see. The wiring, oh my God, if let's say something breaks down, who's going to fix this stuff? It's going to be pretty easy. Whenever I redo all wiring, I do wiring diagrams. All of this is going to get, you see it's all zip tied and tight. We will have loom going over everything, similar to this stuff right here. And then one thing I did is I made all of my connections quick connects, and they're not well, let's see, so that one's loose. But basically, if you want to drop the engine out, you just unplug these, the fuel line, drop it out. Pretty mechanic friendly. I'll try to make everything mechanic friendly, speaking of. So I do write out all my, there'll be a cleaned up version of this, but basically this is that right there, and it'll be cleaned up. So we have all our fuses labeled, our relays, what they are, alternator, air conditioning, and the main relay for the ignition. And whenever you turn on the key, that powers up, which you'd see in the other videos. All right, so left to do under here again. Run the wires, put the condenser, AC, plumbing all the AC. I do have an AC compressor switch power right here that's going to run off of the thermostat, so let's stay focused on the air conditioning. So condenser, all the plumbing for the AC, mounting compressor, put it where it goes, run all the lines, and then I can get the air cleaners bolted down. We are going to have exposed air cleaner hats for strictly because of the clearance issue here, and it looks cool. There are hats that cover it totally. They look like cowboy hats. You can't really see anything, or upside down pans. I like the look of that. Let's see. Okay, so let's talk about the AC. Let's get back over here. We have the blower. Here is, I'm not a Porsche guy. I'm just working on one. So I'm not going to say this is not factory installed, because of whenever we took it apart, it has all these different blocks and these tubs. It had this hose running through here going up, and it ended in this plastic, and then it's supposed to come out there. Total shit. No preferred flow or anything. I'm gonna whack this guy here and block off this, and then I'm gonna have a hose where I have a collector here that sends a lot of airflow, because the blower does blow good air, but it's not coming out of the vents very good. And then here, this is the dashboard, right? Steering wheel's here. Steering wheel's up here, actually. You have a blower speed, and your thermostat to, turn the compressor on and off at certain temperatures. We do have a new dashboard. It's the old dashboard. So, all right, let's get in here and look. Try not to get distracted and talk about other stuff. I do have the, let me turn this light off. So far, we have the new knob rubbers right here. So these are the new knobs covers. The old ones were totally gone and like kind of melted, you can see. And then the inserts are the little lenses for them. We still have to do the rear defroster lens, and it does have a light. You can see it's transparent. But focusing. So here are the AC controls. I have a new switch for it because this one is pretty used up. You can see I don't know why they would use such a small wire on here. It's totally ridiculous. It got so hot you can even see some melting for the original wire. So I have a new switch for that. That's going to go in here. Try not to get too distracted because there's so much to do, but let's look at this for a second. Let's see what we have so far. I just turned off a light. We turned the key on. Okay, that gives me let's see. All right, so there's the fog lights. Wait, let's see if we have, yeah, so there's the fog lights out front. Okay, so that's working. So I have fog lights with a new switch on it. Cigarette lighter is hot, so that does have power. We will tighten that up. Turn the key back off. We do have all our gauge lights working. Here are the blowers coming out. So this is the blower ejection hoses. So like I said, I'm gonna whack that big contraption off, and then it has this cross member here, and it looks like they formed underneath it, so there was a restriction there. We do have new material coming for this. Pulled this off already, so we'll be able to pull this off and then cut it and then glue it all in there. These are great templates. This will get pulled off and painted. Squeeze this, it unhooks off the bottom. So we're going to pull that guy and blast it and paint it, make it nice. And then our gauges here, you can see the fade there in between the gauges. So we need to pull these guys back out. Let me get off my butt over here. So we're going to pull these guys back out. They're held in with just compression O-rings. So we'll pull these out, tape them all up, tape all this up, and then just go ahead and paint around all of that. So that's going to be nice. The clock doesn't work. We need to shop for a clock. It is getting power. It's clicking and making noise. There may be some place that can rebuild it, which would be nice if we could just get this one rebuilt. We'll have to do some research on that. Get this one rebuilt, and so the face matches the other ones, so it because it's all original, you know, even though things are brand new, you may have a different color black, which I don't really like. And we got all this cleaned up. We got our new knob here for this. This will all be redone. Hazard lights working. Okay, our headlights work. This switch does not light up, and we do have great instrument panel lighting. Look at that. I mean, we are in the day of the shop. I mean, it's bright in the shop, and you can still see the gauges in at night. They're super bright. Very pleased. Okay, let's talk about the stereo stuff. This is the original wiring. It's a horror show. I'm going to pull all this stuff out, this very small wiring here. So we're going to clip all of this, get it all out. When I say original, I mean original to me getting the car. Somebody did this. It's not 1970. Let me go over to the underneath the hood there real quick. All right, so here we have the amplifier. I am going to go ahead and put the new amplifier, whatever we have, in this area. I like it because I have my batteries. There's one battery here, and then you have another battery here. The Porsche does the two batteries. And if you have to ever jump start it, you just pick one. Doesn't matter. They're connected. So this wiring, this is not how I do wiring. So it's going to look way better than this. So this is the bundle. We'll go back inside. This is all got to come out. Like in the next few hours is coming out. And then we're just going to start with a clean slate. So if we go back inside, I did start kind of pulling it to the side. So this is a group of my wires. This would be the going to the back of the old stereo. I just need to get this pulled out. I will have to get a new antenna. The antenna lead here is broken. I'll probably just cut and splice this coax just to get an antenna. I do have a new dome light. Here's the old dome light. Like I said, this car was in a fire, so this part was burned. The whole back of the car was burned. Let's go ahead and get back here. We're gonna opt for a rear seat delete. That means this whole back section. Let me get widescreen. See if that helps. No. I guess I'm not doing a widescreen. I'm starting with the templates. So what we'll do is I'm gonna make this out of aluminum, and then we're gonna wrap this in pad and leather. So it'll be an 1/8" pad, foam pad with the leather over it. So we have. I'm just making templates here. This is gonna be cut down, and then on the side here, I am gonna have this with some speaker 5-inch or whatever speakers we have for the supply, and then in the middle here we're going to have a sub box enclosure and then storage on either side. Let me get a different view. So here, like I said, this is just mock-up, but I'm gonna try to figure out how high this is gonna be. Because once I get the dimensions of the speaker and then how much air volume it needs for optimal sound, and then we'll have the vent come out here. But the top, ideally, I want it to be totally flat, no doors, no holes, no nothing. And then we'll have our storage doors here. So let's say you'll raise the seat and you'll raise forward the seat and then get to your storage. And obviously this needs to be cut back more. So I need to cut this about here and go back. But this is just a really quick mock-up of it. I do have some more work to do back here, like I said, where the fire was. So I'm looking at this while we're talking. Yeah, so this right here, hand me the camera. So this is going to be kind of the setup, and then under here we'll have storage, and there's a good amount of storage here. I just have to get it exactly figured out. But let me move this stuff out of the way and then talk about these wires, these black wires we see. So these black wires are the defrost wires, and there's 6. There's 3 on each side, and the defrost has a circuit of about 8 wires that come across. And of those 8 wires, what I've got to do is do a continuity check, which means I'm going to check the ohm resistance between this side and that side in the glass. I haven't done that yet. I just went ahead because installing this glass is not easy. So we have to connect the wires and then put the seal in there and get all that done. So that's what's next. And then the dome light circuit, I need to go ahead and make sure the dome lights are working. I want the doors, when you open the doors work, all of that. Okay, so that's to do. So what did we just talk about? We talked about our seat delete box. Now let's kind of go over this. So we started this. Listen. So that's going to be really nice. This is like an amphitheater back here in a Targa car. I mean, you can actually hear an echo back there, but once we get all this stuff in there, hopefully that goes away, and then the sound is just spectacular. But right now, this is the firewall, and the other side of that is the engine. These are actually the mounting holes for the MSD box for our ignition system. What you see here is seam sealer, and then this is all welded in. This is all new metal. In the fire, all of that melted, the seal melted, everything. We just took the glass, we just pushed the glass out. Luckily, the glass wasn't hurt. It is too bad that these Porsche stickers failed, but we left what's there just so we can do some research and find it. We still have our good mounting tabs. We're going to go ahead and use these for our aluminum panels. But then also, you can almost hear the echo in the video. So this is going to go all the way around. So if you listen, so that's going to make a huge difference. So we're going to go ahead and cut out inserts of the, Dynamat is a brand. This is actually called Rattle Trap. It's a fraction of the cost, but I've been using this stuff and it's fantastic. It's the same material. We're going to put it everywhere in this car. That way you don't have that that sound. This is actually padding, but here it's gonna go in there, because the last thing we want to hear is that rattling. See? Big difference. All right. Let's go over to the upholstery table and talk about door panels and speaker enclosures. You can actually see some of that inside the doors, because I do want the doors to be super quiet. That's going to stop that tin canny sound when you shut the car door. Even without the door panels, it's not noisy. So what do we have? We have dashboard, we got our center channel speaker, all of our wiring. So you can see without that big AC vent in there, getting to the wiring is number one. Super easy in this position. And then recovering all of this material here, which is going to have the same material coming over into the door. Let me go over to the upholstery table. All right. So here are the doors. I pretty much have these guys just laying out. This is all loose. These are the holes. We had tweeters and we had our speakers. What I plan on doing here is making a stamp. So this will all be one grill and the speaker inside it. Once I get the speakers, I'll have to figure that out. But all of this has to be recovered. These, your top panels, they're in good shape. I do want to put leather on them and get them nice. I don't know why my phone keeps doing that. But these holes are already here. This is kind of rough here. So these pieces, so all of this will get rewrapped, and these hinges, some of these are broken. I'm just gonna I'm gonna get these metal. Some of them are just broken. Like this needs to be recovered, reshaped. I have a steamer over there. We can steam it, and this will have to get refit. I can stamp that back in there, polish it, get it to slide back in this piece. Lots of detail. Luckily, all of these seem to be in good shape. I might be able to save this right here, this little swelling, but we'll see. Overall, this is in good shape for the most part. The door panels, those guys are going to get redone. I might, depending on how good they come when I strip them down, if they come apart, we might just make these out of aluminum. I've seen that before. So these were storage boxes that hinged out. So this car would have had a storage here that pulled out, and then the other one that pulled out. Somebody had enclosed it and made it a speaker box, but you can see where the hinge that they had securing it broke off of here. So we are going to peel off this material and then try to reshape this, reinforce this. I have some fiberglass cloth. We can remake that, redo this piece here so it matches here. Anyway, basically rebuild this box like I said, and then design a grill that comes across where it's not so branded. So we can see here, we did just kind of stick this stuff on there just to hold it together while we were mocking it up, because this is all kind of deteriorated and broken. So that's going to get done. But here, let's walk over to the other side. Let me get over here. Now we're going to look at the trunk stuff. Okay. Well, actually, first we'll look at the Targa stuff. Let me get position here. So this is the Target insert over your head. We have the dome light. This is in great shape. It didn't get hurt in the fire. It didn't get hurt at all. We're gonna pull this apart, wrap it, save the foam. If we can't save the foam, then we'll cut some new foam, put it in here. These grills right here turned out pretty good. And then also these pieces go along the back window. So if this is in the car, this will go here along the back window. We're gonna recover these. So these pieces are gonna get recovered. This one did get hurt. Most of the fire was in the back passenger side. So you can see right here, this is all melted. All of this is melted. It didn't get hurt. This is metal. So luckily, what did get charred is what we're gonna replace anyway. Let's see. So this is the trunk liner. My plan is we might get a new piece of carpet for the center, and then on the sides in the trunk we'll do that out of leather. So pretty simple. We're just going to take this carpet material that just snapped in underneath there, and we'll put a layer of foam and then leather over it, and that'll make it a little more rigid. It'll still be malleable, it'll still move, but it pretty much when you set it in there, it'll be in its shape of its own place. So this is going to be the inside of the trunk, right? And then this is the cover. It's just dirty. So this is the cover for the AC unit for the blower. Reason why it needs a cover is so it's not sucking the hot air from the trunk underneath the hood. Which reminds me, I need to go over and talk about under the hood what I have to do. The trunk lid. So this enclosure gives you the return air coming from the stereo up into here and then blasting out through the vents. So we'll pause the video and then go to the hood. Man, just walking up to it every time is just so awesome. I didn't do this on purpose. This turned out to be our air-cooled department. That was a total accident. I just noticed that while I'm walking up to it. Okay, so under here I have the these are the lights for the trunk when you open the hood. I found a wire for it. When we took this car, when we took it all apart for the body shop, a couple of things didn't get marked down. So what I mean by that is our wiring harness for this. So I did find this wire right here is for you turn on the headlights and this comes on. So I'm gonna have to take these back out. We'll put LED lights in both of these guys, and then it's gonna come out here, run along these little clamps, and then this will all be lit up. Let's see. Well, I'm pretty sure that's it. I mean, that's all I got to do. Like I said, I do feel good about it. Oh, I do have, so I have the new gasket for this. I have the new seal. So this is a new seal. So we did, this is the second one. The one we ordered from Pelican Parts, which is a great supplier, it came in and it was missing some of this fuzz material. So all of this is going to be new. This guy goes in here, sits down in there like that. So that's going to be really nice. All this is new. And then this is getting new leather. This is all getting new leather. All of it's going to match. But so that's the Targa gasket. All right, that's it.